Pastor Joel asked me to share a God at Work testimony about Father's Day. The summer I started high school, my mom became very sick with a life-threatening illness. My only sibling, my big brother Mike, left for college, and we moved from California to Ohio. It was a very tumultuous time in my life. And that fall, my dad began a practice that he kept up for all of my high school days. Each morning, he'd wake me up, and while I showered and got ready for school, he'd make breakfast. And then while I ate breakfast, he would read a chapter of the Bible to me, and then we'd pray together. It wasn't much. It took about 10 minutes, I think. But those 10 minutes set the tone for the rest of the day, and I believe they changed my life. I have failed many times in many ways as a father. On 2 occasions, I've had to go to men who were my spiritual authorities and confess a behavior that behavior was that I'd have angry outbursts that would result in me verbally insulting and physically slapping my children. I came to those who were in authority over me. I told them about what I was struggling with, and they put me on a short leash and held me accountable. So I can't stand before you this morning as a model father, but I can give you a testimony of the marvelous ways that I have seen God work in and through me, even though I've been faithless and have failed in so many ways. I have been around fathers who faithfully led their children in Bible reading, in prayer, in devotion to God. I've seen the peace and the strength that instills. I, on the other hand, have started and stopped various plans for family Bible reading and prayer dozens of times. I've tried leading it in the morning, at breakfast. I've tried doing it at lunchtime, at dinner time, at bedtime. Always, I have failed. I've let other things crowd in and crowd those important times out. But after a period of not doing anything, I've tried again. Currently, we Lintons read the Bible and pray together after dinner on most evenings. And Janet and I pray for our children every day. On most days, that's just during the short time that we walk together from our home to church at the beginning of my workday. It's only a short walk and it's a short prayer time, but nothing has brought me more joy in the past year than in seeing God answer our prayers, doing far more than what we asked or what we imagined. And I know that my children pray for me. For many years, they prayed that God would make Daddy gentle and patient because that's what I most needed. That's the great thing about praying with your children and having your children pray for you. They know you really well. They know what your weaknesses are. They know what your problems are. And it's a great, great treasure to have my children pray for me, pray for my deep and greatest needs. Fathers, on this Father's Day, let us commit to trying again. Let us not lose heart. Let us not give up. It is tough to take the initiative and lead. My kids alternate between groaning and laughing each time that I start again. But sticking our necks out, taking initiative, and leading is what our job is about as fathers. Let's build on a base of prayer for our children. It's a great place to start because it's something that you can do just by yourself, even if nobody else follows. You can pray for your kids. Secondly, it's the best place to start because in it you acknowledge that you can't do this on your own. You might be able to run a company, you might be able to manage people at work, but leading your children to God is tougher than any of those jobs. Beginning by praying for your children is a great way to acknowledge that, Lord, unless you build this house, all my work is in vain. So I trust in you, Lord, and I have confidence that you will come through. You will do what I cannot. You will supply what I lack. And then, as we pray for our children, let us be bold. Let us be courageous fathers. Let us take the initiative and lead. Find a time. Any time is better than no time. Find a time and read the Bible with your children and pray with them. And when you fail, then get up and try again. That is our calling, and that is our victory. Not that we don't fail, but that when we fail, we turn again to God, we ask for his help, and we try again. Let us do that for the glory of God. Thank you.
Phil is off to teach an international class. We have a large number of international people here, and he teaches them through the Bible each year. I love his honesty. I love his humility. And I love the challenge that he gives to us. Dads, granddads, great-granddads, don't quit. Try again, and again, and again, and again. If you're a guest with us this morning, we want to give you a special welcome. We're delighted that you've chosen to worship with us. Our prayer is that it will be a good morning for you, that you'll hear God speak, that you'll enjoy being in the presence of his people. We do have a small gift that we'd like to give you. If you exit that door, turn to the left, there's a kiosk, and we have a small visitor's packet we'd like to place in your hands. I would ask that all of you take the Register of Friendship. It's on the right-hand side of every pew. You'll take that Register of Friendship, fill it out, register your attendance, and then pass it down. And oftentimes it's interesting when passing it back to look and see if you know the people who are sitting in your row.